live.
Good morning. Ish.
Okay. No, we are.
There it is.
AM 1400 KCYK Yuma.
You ready?
Yep.
That's weird.
Morning, Jack. Morning,
It's
Jay.
time for Today in Yuma with Jennifer Blackwell and Teresa Straub. You can listen to Today in Yuma weekdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on Z93 and Outlaw Country. Opinions expressed herein are not necessarily those of station management. Feel free to give Jennifer and Teresa a call at 782-4321. And now, Today in Yuma.
Morning, Peter.
Everything is moving slow this morning. All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
Thank you for joining us on this muggy Friday morning on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
Yes, that's if you're listening on the radio, but you can always watch us on the Eddie's Food and Drink Facebook Live feed.
You certainly can, and we encourage you to follow Eddie's Food and Drink on Facebook and Instagram or their website at eddiesfoodanddrink.com because
Yes.
they have great stuff for the family all the time.
Yes, all the time.
They have live music tonight. They have Sunday Fun Day. They have their end of summer bash coming up on September 5th. But go to their social media. You can get that weekly list of the events they have, the performers they have coming, and find out more about the different vendors that they have within Eddie's Food and Drink.
Yeah, there's a couple different ones. They have some brand new ones that are coming up as well. So,
Awesome.
good morning, Mama. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning, Miss Mona.
Good morning, Jay.
Yes, it is Catcherd Friday.
It is.
So we encourage you, if you are brand new to the concept of Cat Shirt Friday, you can wear a cat shirt and take a selfie.
You can.
We love that.
That's how it originated.
It did. Or you can send a pet photo. It doesn't have to be your own animal. Some people might not have pets for one reason or another, but they still want to be entered into the contest.
Yes.
The value of this week's prize, we've got food gift certificates in there. We've got some station swag, some goodies from FanQuest. It's a $200 value
Awesome.
just for sharing that pet photo. You might be that lucky winner.
I noticed you posted it yesterday, and they were starting to roll in.
They were.
I was looking at them.
I try and do it like different times too. Maybe you have that crowd before they get off work or in the evening. So get those pet photos in by noon today. It will be a random drawing from all the entries
Yeah, if it was not a random drawing, we would not be able to pick one.
because we can't pick our
There's
favorite.
too many cute ones.
No, of anything in general.
no.
Our tastes vary.
Yeah, they do.
So that applies to animals as well.
Oh, right.
We're dog sitting for the weekend.
I know.
So
She woke up early this morning.
I don't know that she's used to getting up that early.
Yeah.
It's a few hours before her normal morning routine.
Yeah.
And my husband got up a little bit before me, but I walk in and she's in her little doggy bed. She sleeps in the living room. That
Yeah.
little tail's just a wagging.
Is she staying out there with the patient this week, today?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still recovering from his shoulder surgery, so she's the nurse today.
She is the nurse. But awesome that he gets to spend some time with him.
Oh yeah. Of course she's a dachshund, so
Yeah.
we want to make sure that her back is protected. So we have her little stairs. I put those in front of my recliner, but it's on his left side, and that's where his surgery
Oh
is.
no.
So I can't like reach over and touch her, but she'll get down and and stretch up to him and let him love on her.
Oh, yes, I'm sure she will.
I left her. I did tell her she was in charge. So I go, don't let him overdo it. So
I have a feeling that she won't be able to do much about that.
maybe not. Maybe not.
She will be instigating things that he does.
Though I don't know who could open she doesn't eat her dinner until 5 p.m. She gets dry food a little bit here and there and snacks throughout the day, but I don't know that he could get the lid off of one of the food containers.
You will be home.
Oh, I will be home well before then.
Yes, you will.
I certainly will. And her other grandma is joining us in the live
She
feed.
is.
Good morning, Kathy. Tori is a good babysitter, she says. All right, coming up on the show today, we're going to do our birthdays and national days here in a second. But Chief Thomas Garrity with Yuma Police Department will be here about 9:15 or so.
He's going to hang out with us.
We're going to give him about 30 minutes this morning. So if you have questions, please drop them in our Eddie's Food and Drink live feed. It's difficult for us. We're like multitasking.
We are.
In kind of extreme mode, so it's harder for us to pull up emails and other stuff. So drop them in that live feed there for us so we can ask Chief questions you might have.
Exactly.
And then Foodielicious Janice will be coming in towards the end of the show, and she's going to be sharing a new recipe this week or a new technique with you, but she will be drawing two winners, plural,
Yes.
for Z Fun Factory and Wayland's Wonder World.
Sounds good to me.
All right, a quick reminder for those who want to donate blood. There is an opportunity tomorrow. I love that it's got a picture of pumpkin pie because it's at Rural Metro Station number 1. It said donating blood is as easy as pie. It just made me want pie. So donate tomorrow between 8 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. at their Station 1 training room at 2029 South Arizona Avenue.
Okay.
And this is a Red Cross blood drive, in case you're curious.
All right.
Well, today is August 22nd. It is National Be an Angel Day.
Oh, I love that.
It is also National Surgical Oncologist Day.
Very important.
Yes, they are. Never Been Better. This is our day about dogs.
Oh, okay.
It's just lined up perfectly for this day. It's also National Tooth Fairy Day.
Shout out to all you tooth fairies.
Are you back in tooth fairy mode yet?
Almost. They
Okay.
one of Ollie's classmates lost their tooth, and so we had to have the conversation. We've explained it to him, but he's fine. He doesn't remember.
So it happens.
No, and so we had a conversation about his teeth falling out. It was quite funny.
So you think they're just randomly going to fall out?
Yeah, which I'm like, you will know it's going to get loose, and he's like, will it hurt? And I'm like, and it'll be replaced by your big boy teeth. Trying to explain all this to him. Yeah, until it happens, I will be having this conversation again, I'm sure.
All right, it is also National Bao Day. This is one of the food items on our list.
Yeah.
And National Pecan Torte Day. It must be pecan season.
It must be, because there's a lot of pecan going on.
Yesterday was chocolate pecan pie and the pecan torte. So
Yeah.
we tend to have those national days roll in seasons, like we have the raspberry, 4 different raspberry recipes all in 1 week.
We definitely do.
Good morning, Michael and Lindsay.
Good morning, Lindsay.
And yes, Kathy, she thinks she needs chicken. She gets her chicken jerky. Kathy's chicken grandma.
So you don't get her, like, the rotisserie chicken? Is that what she's talking about?
That is Kathy's special thing.
Oh.
That's their relationship.
Well, then Kathy needs to come down and give her some chicken.
She's not going hungry.
She's not.
I stopped for salad and sandwiches on the way home. We went by Neater's, and maybe a year and a half ago I had her, and I stopped by, and they said, we don't have any treats, but I could give you some bacon bits. Oh my goodness, that dog
That was the best,
She loved me for 3 days straight. So
They know how to win her over.
she got a little version of a cup yesterday, and it was gone by the time we hit Avenue B, which was like half a block away.
My mom says lost teeth are going for $5 these days. Then Nana's going to need to be the tooth fairy then.
The tooth fairy's assistant.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, inflation.
Yeah.
It's affected everything. Your
He's
dental
happy.
care's gone up.
He's
so-
happy with the $1. That's all he needs for the ice cream man.
Remember when that 50 cents could get you ice cream?
The one he gets from the ice cream man is $1, and that's all. It depends. If you go to the ice cream factory, he probably will need the $5. Just depends.
How about some birthdays?
Sounds good.
All right, these are the poor behavior birthday shout-outs. We're going to recognize those celebrating birthdays today, tomorrow, and Sunday. We do want to remind you that they are an Arizona original located next to Bobby's Territorial Harley, and we encourage you to stop by and check out their delicious menu items and drinks. Don't forget they have their whiskey flights, they have the starter, the pick 3, and also the gentleman.
Yeah.
You can try those out, and their amazing sampler platter at Poor Behavior. They open at 11
a.m. today. Yes, correct.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they open at 11. So head on over and check them out.
All right.
All right, celebrating today, we have Ashley Haven.
First one on my list is Susie Maples. Happy birthday.
And Jennifer Zimmerman.
Keegan Carson.
Jacob Anderson.
That's all I have for today.
We also have Frankie Seals and Brooke Aguiar celebrating today.
Happy birthday.
Coming up tomorrow for the 23rd, we have Desmond Schofield.
One of our show friends, Jerome Muldrow, we want to wish you a very happy birthday. Is he the one that makes crosses?
Yes, and I don't know if it's a name he assigned himself or his granddaughter did, but he's Grandpa.
Grandpa?
Grandpa.
I love
That's
it.
awesome.
Happy birthday, Jerome.
Also celebrating tomorrow, we have Alfonso Porches
And Romeo Cunanan.
and Sarah Paleo.
That's all I have.
Alrighty, coming up on Sunday the 24th, we have Jim Laster.
The only one I have on my list is because it is his very special day. He's not really blood related, but he is family. We have to wish Uncle Frank Gorlick a very happy birthday on Sunday. And yes, we will be celebrating you. And yes, we will be celebrating you again next week when Lindsay's here.
Happy birthday, Frankie G.
Happy birthday.
Also on Sunday, we have Marissa Jo Jimenez,
That's all I have.
Jaylene Hackman, Vanessa Boyd. We have Court Bacon and Tani Guerrero all rounding out our birthdays for the weekend.
Well, happy birthday to all of you. We encourage you, get your birthday shout outs in. Birthdays, anniversaries, work anniversaries, milestones, anything you are celebrating, we want to celebrate with you. And there is multiple ways you can get those birthdays shout outs in. One of the easiest ways is by going to monstermediayuma.com. Click on the Today in Yuma tab. Look for that Poor Behavior Cupcake. Fill that entry form out. It goes directly to our inbox. You can always send us a message. Most people know how to find us, but there is perks to sending in those birthdays.
On Mondays, we draw one winner, and it's from our previous birthdays from the local
previous week,
birthdays
yeah.
from the previous week. One person wins a $50 Poor Behavior gift card.
That's awesome.
So send in all of those birthdays.
Sounds good.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick break because I believe Chief Garrity is here and he is
Yes,
ready to
he
go.
is.
We'll be back after this on Z93 and Outlaw Country. The show is brought to you by Quick Refrigeration, where today is
Free Filter Friday.
Head on over to 190 West 10th Street, and you'll need the dimensions for your air filter unless you've stopped by for one previously. Then they should have you on file.
Yes.
But head on over, and they will give you a brand new standard 1-inch air filter for free at Quick Refrigeration.
And Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros. With the holiday coming up, it might be time for you to get on the road. You want to make sure your vehicle is in tip-top shape before you do so. Make sure your vehicle's AC is working properly. Test your battery to ensure it's up to par. Check those coolant levels if needed, and also that tire pressure, and they can do all that for you at any Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros.
And Yuma Nelson is located on Pacific Avenue across from Yuma Palms, and they're a wholesaler that offers the benefits of local accountability along with the advantages of being a large nationwide supplier. Again, you can find them on Pacific Avenue at Yuma Nelson.
And Neverlow Smoke and Vape Lounge at 2760 South 4th Avenue. They are Yuma's best vape lounge because they carry vaping products and accessories that you cannot find anywhere else. Don't forget about their cookies merchandise room. They also have a wide variety of exotic drinks and snacks from all over, and they post those every time they get a new shipment in. They post them on their social media, so go follow Neverlow Glass Gallery and Neverlow Smoke and Vape Lounge.
And I know he doesn't do anything for attention, but I want to give David Murray a shout out. He stepped up and helped the human who was needing a window unit. He's living in a camper, and we have extreme temperatures right now. He ordered that and made it available for him for pickup. So thank you, David.
Yes, David is one of those that likes to fly under the radar, but he does a lot for our Yuma community.
He does.
Thank you.
Go and support his businesses.
Yes.
All right, we'll be back after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
Bye, Lindsay. See you in a week.
Mary Cruz will do that when we get back from the break. He just popped up.
Tired of the same old liquor store?
I know.
Come to Fortuna Hills Liquor, voted best liquor store in Yuma County 3 years in a row. We've got everything you need. Cold beer,
he
fine
ready to
wines,
go?
top shelf spirits,
he was
and even
there.
non-alcoholic drinks and snacks. Stocked
like
up for
that.
the weekend. Fuel your next barbecue.
Come
or
on
just
in.
grab your favorite drink.
Did you coordinate your
Did
outfits
we
too?
mention?
Yeah.
We have the cheapest propane in town.
Well, he knows what I'm gonna wear.
Tuna Hill today. Your one-stop
Have a
shop
seat
for
over
drinks,
there, Officer
snacks, and
Johnson.
savings.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Come on in.
Did you have a high utility bill this summer? This is Jennifer Blackwell for my friends at
Glad to see you're back.
and they can help you save
Last time
money.
we were here, you
Did
were
that
out,
mobile
Teresa.
heating systems are 30 to 40% more energy
Oh, I think it was
than
Ollie
those
was sick.
installed 10 years
No?
ago.
Jen was out, I
Save your
thought.
old AC and start saving
Yeah,
your
you were
money.
out.
You were gone.
Don't wait till you're
The only time the last time I was out was because Ollie was under the weather.
It's been a while since we had you here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, about
It's
2
been a
months.
minute, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It was like
maybe
right before
maybe
Christina
one of
left.
your trips.
So don't heat up the house cooking when you can enjoy a cold one and
But
watch
yes,
the
we're all
games
back.
while Brewers pays for the
We
air
try not to
conditioner.
miss.
Just call
I will be gone Wednesday.
sportsbar.com or come by
Next
either
Wednesday,
Avenue
yeah,
B or
okay.
your
Next
Airport
Wednesday? Where you
location
going?
with free
Jeff has
validated
a
parking.
he had
Don't
shoulder
forget,
surgery.
we
He has
also
a
deliver beer
follow up
and
for there,
food
and I have a
on
doctor appointment the same day.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like,
Brewers.
Make it a family
I
trip.
made mine 3 months ago, and it just happened. I'm like, well, you know what? It's easier because he can't drive. So
Are you a health or wellness professional?
Yeah, Jen and I
looking to
try
connect
not
with Yuma County
to
employees?
miss, and if we
Yuma
do, we
County
do it
invites
together.
you to be involved at their annual
we'll take
employee
long holiday weekends and
Yes.
stuff like
Your
that.
chance
We,
to
we do
showcase
a lot
your
behind the
services,
scenes, so
resources, and expertise
Even though we're not
to county
here, we're still
employees.
we have a
Oh,
we
yeah.
have a lot of vacation time.
Well, that's a, you hear some of the radio personalities. I think they come on, and it is okay. They're able to talk for now, and that's it. No, there's a lot of preparation
Well,
to
and
be that.
we not this. I mean, we also we're a 4-man staff, so literally we do our show, but we also she's the program director. I'm the HR office manager. All of that goes along with running a business. So yeah, we have a lot of duties that we do.
Thanks
Take
for your
care of
buck.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's a good thing we do like what we do.
Yes, we love what we do. And then, not to mention all the extra stuff we do. She never takes a break. Her husband has to take her where there's no Wi-Fi
Yeah.
or no phone
That's
service.
hard to do anymore. You can
Yeah,
get away from anywhere.
I gotta have the Wi-Fi to play my games.
He's done it a couple times, and it's funny because you can tell when she gets Wi-Fi.
I'm like, okay,
Because she
2 minutes.
sends me
Make it
3
quick.
things, or she'll call me, and it's like, oh goodness. I'm like, it's okay. You don't need it. We're fine. All right, here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
Joining us in the studio this morning, first we have a birthday shout out for Amparo Lamas.
Happy birthday.
A birthday shout out for Monty Cruz.
Yes.
And then we have a second birthday announcement, but I want to introduce our guest because it ties in with our police department.
Okay.
We have Chief Thomas Garrity. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys doing today?
We're good. And we have Officer Johnson.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Well, Kay says yesterday was my niece Jessica Rainey's birthday. Can you give her a shout out? She's a 911 dispatcher. They'll know her.
Aw.
Well, yes. Happy birthday, Jessica.
I love that.
Alrighty, well, we have you gentlemen here today. We're going to have you in on a semi-regular basis. We'll get you in when situations arise,
Yeah.
too, but sometimes we kind of just want to cover multiple topics and enlist help from the community to find out what they might want answered or comments they have to share with the police department.
Well, one of the things I wanted to talk about is this week, we started a new program inside the police department, and we're partnering with the fire department and also with the different mental health providers, and that we're starting a co-responder unit.
Okay.
And that's where officers, the fire department, and mental health are teaming up to address some mental health concerns on calls for service, to do some follow-up on the frequent consumers of it, to make sure that they're being healthy, and ways that we can prevent officers from having to respond, from the fire department from having to respond to this. And it's to make sure that they are keeping up with everything, or what services we can provide to them. And a lot of times people don't know what services are available. And talking with the officers this week, they have found out a whole lot of services that they didn't even know about.
See, we have a lot of resources in this community,
And
but
they're only growing.
Yeah, people.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you don't know, and if you've never been in a situation. Some of the individuals have. Again, if there are people that may have called a couple different times and had responses, but even those individuals might not know how to move on to that next step of, okay, I probably need to talk to someone. How? I don't know how.
I'll take for instance. There was one person who over a 2-month period called 911 176 times,
Oh my goodness.
and it was for different things that weren't emergencies to us, but they are emergencies to them. And like if we're able to help that person get the resources that they need, that's going to take less tax on our dispatchers, on our fire department, on our police department, and the ultimate goal is to get the person the help that they need. And if we can get them that help, then we're making their life better. And to me, I think that's important, and I know that the officer, I know the police department, the fire department, mental health services are very excited about this. It's just the first week, so there will be some things that we have to change, because every idea, until you actually put it into a every idea I have is always perfect until we actually put it in, and then you find out the problems, and it's us being flexible enough to fix that. And
you got to work the bugs out. But it's nice to know. Again, you're trying to meet the community where there are. You're seeing a need, and thankfully, like Jennifer and I have talked to so many different professionals within our community, and it seems to be that's where we're gearing towards, is more of the mental health for people,
A stronger focus
on it. Correct. And we even have, with our new residents in town, we have some psychiatric residents that are coming in, so the resources are becoming more and more available. So it's nice to know that you guys are tagging along with all that and helping people meeting them where they're at.
Now, I do have one question, because we see this on occasion when some individuals are booked. Sometimes the booking information is mental court committed. What does that mean?
so what they do is that if somebody has they commit a crime, right? You still have to face, if you commit a crime, you're going to have to face the consequences. But with any type of court ordered, like jail time or probation or community service, the idea is to get this person or this individual to actually, what's going to help them reintegrate into society. So there's some minor crimes like trespassing, or I will even tell you shoplifting, disorderly conduct, those types of crimes that are, and they have a known mental crisis or condition, that this mental health court diverts that
to a place where they can get the help.
Now they still are required. They still have that conviction. They still have to go through the court-ordered treatment. If they don't, then it diverts back to criminal. But this is just as much like drug court that we have here, is that people do get addicted to different types of narcotics, and by us getting them the treatment, does it prevent them from actually doing this again? And that's it. And we all face mental crises every day. And what my mental crisis is, maybe I have the tools to be able to cope with that. There are others who don't, and this is getting them the tools so they can cope with it, so we don't end up into a violent confrontation, that there's the other members of the community aren't in danger. And that's what this whole thing's about, and that's what mental health court's about.
Well, I'd seen an increase with that particular reference in individuals that were being jailed. So again, that speaks to some of the challenges in our community of, I don't know that this is all suddenly just happened. I think people really, mental health has such a stigma. It does still continue to do so, but I do love that we're talking about it more. We're getting more individuals in our community coming to the community that can help provide the counseling, the therapeutic services, and the cooperation and collaboration of the police department and fire department agencies to kind of pull those resources together so people can get that help they need and feel comfortable asking for it.
There's besides, we're looking at mental health for the community, but we also look at mental health within our department, within the public safety. That's always been a stigma, and it is now, people are openly talking about it. Like there's a video out there about where a person's talking about where an officer gets shot, and he's taken to the hospital, and everybody's standing there and they're praying for him. They're doing everything they can for that person. And when he walks out of that hospital, he's a hero, and he's up. Oh, you survived an officer-involved shooting, but those are physical wounds. There are mental wounds that officers face, that firemen face, that, of course, when I say officers, I mean sheriff deputies and stuff. They face every day, and those wounds start to add up, and to the point that they need help. That they're the ones that are looking at alcoholism. They're the ones that are looking at possibly drug abuse, or even shutting themselves off.
Other coping methods.
Yes, and they're afraid to stand up and say, I need help. Well, they do stand up and need help. We send them off to whatever they need, the treatment that they need, but when they come out, they're alone. It's like, we don't want to talk about that. And over the last probably decade or so, it has starting to be, hey, you're the problem for not coming out and asking for help. It's no longer a shame that you ask for help. This is, you need to ask for help, and we're going to be here for it. And I know that the city, the FOP, I know the fire departments, unions and stuff have really stepped forward in trying to make sure that we have all these. I mean, if you look at the state, they have actually a law of requiring that payments are made for mental health treatment for traumatic incidents.
And the reality is, all of these first responders are in the same boat. You guys see the worst of the worst. I could not even imagine having to deal with what you guys deal with on a regular basis. I mean, we see what goes on from the outside, and we're traumatized. I cannot imagine even having to see that firsthand. So I'm glad that
the biggest misnomers, if you will, about this, though, and we discussed it with Sergeant Laura Franklin in the past, is that people figure, oh, they're numb to it, they're used to it.
No,
you never get used to what you see.
And that's the problem, is the way you become numb to it is to put it in a file. Put it into a garbage can inside your head. Well, eventually that garbage can gets full. And then it starts overflowing, and it doesn't stop. And in the past, that's what we've started with. Okay, you're way past that garbage can being full. Now we're trying to make sure that garbage can is taken out immediately. So we have our crisis and stress management team. We have Under the Shield. We have EAP, and it is after these incidents, we're immediately doing having them meet with our crisis intervention stress management team. We're right away. We're not waiting until it's too late. And it's a different generation that accepts it more. So the older generation, you hear the old salty dog and all that. Hey,
tough it up.
I know that when I'd like to tell a story of when I became a officer back when we were riding dinosaurs to work. I'm still out of the academy. I'm driving to our local training, and there's a Aries K car and a tractor trailer head on at 55 miles an hour. I mean, horrible scene, right? Dealt with it. Nobody said anything to me. Then probably about a week later, I'm actually with my FTO, and there's a suicide of a teenager who jumped in front of a train.
Oh my goodness.
And I remember the call on the radio from the sergeant going, take him down there and see how he deals with it.
Oh.
And that was the test of whether I could be a police officer or not, is how I reacted to that. But that's not the way it is now.
And those are things you still have never forget. You don't forget
these
things. You don't forget these things.
You never forget any of the calls that you respond to over time. Oh my goodness. Well, again,
I know that's a depressing
it's depressing
that we're
it's
talking
the
about here,
there's,
but it
there's
is.
so much truth in it too, though.
Yeah.
There's plenty of retired law enforcement officers out there that have seen it for over 20 years and probably never got help as well. So,
and it affects them today.
Yeah, and Kay said great idea, because they also take it out on their families too. Yeah, and we don't want any of that.
Usually the person you're most comfortable with.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this, and with Supervisor Rainey's birthday, is that our dispatchers have always been forgotten about, and now they're included in that. We make sure that they're included in that, because again, they're the ones on the phone hearing it, and so it is playing in their heads. They don't get to see it, and they of course, you always go to the most horrible thing in your head. You never think about good. And our animal control's in it, and that would lead me into my other thing is what they see is the abuse to the animals that can happen, and it's again these are innocent creatures that are being abused, and we have a heat wave coming up.
Yeah.
And we're gonna please make sure that your pet has adequate shelter,
if you
adequate
can't bring
water.
them indoor, make sure they have shade all day long, that they have fresh water, a kiddie pool to splash around in. Do not leave them chained up ever, especially to a tree or something in direct sunlight with no water. We see it.
Yes.
We hear these
And-
horror stories.
And the cars. I mean,
Yes.
everybody loves their pets. My wife all the time, we're going to take the dog with us, and I'm like, no. I'm going to
We're
take the dog
making
with us.
multiple stops.
Yes.
Think about those things.
And you don't realize it. You have your windows rolled up because you want the air conditioner coming in. You turn the car off so nobody decides to take an Uber ride with it without you there. And you go into the store. It's a long line. Something happens, and your dog. And we're having a heat wave coming up. And at 110, 115 degrees, it does not take long at all for an animal to suffer heat distress
They will
or even die.
be distressed very quickly. Same, please do not leave people in a car.
No.
And I say
Yeah.
that because some people will leave a child, but also older adults too. You stay out here, I'll be right back. We're looking at 110 through Sunday each day at least, and that humidity is
Yeah.
nasty too. Well, we're going to take a quick break, then we'll come back because I do have a question that someone submitted for
Okay.
you. So it is Today in Yuma. We'll be back after this. The show is brought to you by Pima Federal Credit Union. Stop by their branch at 454 West Catalina Drive today, or visit their website at pimafederal.org and find out how you can upgrade your banking with Pima Federal and experience free dividend earning checking that offers loan discounts, increased savings rates, early direct deposit, and more.
And the Broken Yoke Cafe, they are open Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, with happy hour from noon to 2. Saturday and Sunday, they are open until 3. And if you are headed on over, make sure you download the app. Not only can you join the wait list, but you can also join the Awesome Rewards program. And that app, and when you join that wait list, that is your front of the line pass. Literally, you can let them know how long it will be if you need a little bit more time. But when you walk up, your table is ready, and literally, you get the stairs.
They make it easy.
They make it super easy at the Broken Yoke.
And I want to remind you again that Aloe Fiber has a special deal for our college students. Why pay full price when you can get a discount? With the Aloe College Student Upgrade, you get 1 gig for the price of 500 megabytes per second, 2 gigs for the price of 1 gig. Big speed, less money, major glow up. For more details, visit Aloe online. It is Today in Yuma. We'll be back after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
Yeah, it's funny when you get on the wait list at Broken Yoke, and then you walk up and everybody's like,
They look at you like,
Yes.
my table's
Get in
ready.
line. It's like-
I've been in line. I've been in line.
Winter visitors are coming.
Yes.
So that's that and the black bear.
Oh,
That's another one that you
It's
go in there.
certain
I try and go in there on a Sunday or whatever. That line.
Friday from 7
yep.
Although I will be interested to see this year.
What it looked, the number of people coming back.
Yeah.
I have an insider look at that. One of my friends, she runs one of the parks here, she's part of like the company that does it and stuff. And I asked her, I was like, are you seeing any drop in numbers? She said, no. I said, even with like our Canadian friends and stuff, she says, absolutely not. They are already booking.
We heard a lot of talk last year.
They're coming.
It
They're coming
always
in
that way.
waves.
Yeah.
They're coming in waves. She goes, our first ones start coming in October. I was like, really? Like, no. She goes, oh yeah, our first ones
Someone
start coming
posted
in.
yesterday they'll be here in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that won't even be mid-September at that
Yeah.
point. But
Yeah. No, my mom's coming in October, so.
Yeah.
does she kind of snowbird it?
Yeah, we're trying to. So she lives in Pennsylvania, and the winters she can't drive. The snow gets, and she's by herself. So we got her a place over in Country Roads, and just figured, hey, she gets to hang out with
Yeah.
people. And
I'm part of the Country Roads. There's a Facebook page, and 2 years ago, sadly, we had a gentleman that went missing. It did not have a good ending. And people that had added me to that page because it is a private page. So now I'm like friends with all these people. And we've had like 3 pass away the last couple months. These are people I don't even know, but I'm like, that's just another
We
community.
even get a
and
lot
we
of
did have
winter visitors that
a
follow.
tragedy earlier this year that
that was very
We
sad.
have a lot of people that follow our pages that are winter visitors because they keep up with what's going on. They pop up
They were
on
doing
our-
so.
Oh, my mom tells me all the stuff that's going on. Did you know this was going on? I'm like, no, I don't know anything about that. But she was when we were trying to talk her into buying it. She was very, you're making me move out here. Just she's one of those. If you tell her what to do,
But if it's her idea.
but
Just come try it, Mom.
and now she's like, I can't wait to get out there. She's been.
Has she been coming multiple years? Or
She
is this her
came
first year?
twice.
She's come twice.
Once right around her birthday for the last 2 years, and then we're just like, we have to do something for you in the wintertime. She's one of these people that kept all her money stashed underneath her mattress,
Yeah.
and so we were able to take that and get her
good.
a park model over there.
Good.
She used all that money to buy the park models. She no longer has money on her mattress.
Correct.
Please keep sharing that.
Well, the weird part is so like when I was in the military, I was in Japan. I came home on leave, and I rented a car. I drove. They were actually in Chula Vista. I wasn't at the house 30 minutes, and there must have been 4 people that stopped and said, "Who are you?" Oh, you're home. Oh, and,
Good. People watch
Good.
out.
oh yeah,
Watch out.
Oh,
it's-
that's good. Okay, we're coming back.
That's good. She's got people watching.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We have a couple other birthdays that came in. We have Victoria Owen shared that her son Nicholas is turning 22 today.
Yes. Happy birthday, Nico.
And Marissa wants to wish a happy birthday tomorrow to her sister Leticia Marquez.
All right. Well, happy birthday.
Alrighty, well, Chief Garrity and Officer Johnson are with us this morning. I posted last night and then again today. They're coming in. So I did, and this is, I mean, they're all good questions,
Yeah.
but this one is very timely, and it's in reference to the Fraternal Order Police statement that came out this week. It says that the League of Arizona Cities and Towns chose to pass PS MAC 1. That's a resolution aimed at blocking future improvements in the public safety personnel retirement system. And it says, by doing so, the League, according to this message, sent a clear message to Arizona's police officers, firefighters, and communities we serve that public safety is not their priority. So the individual that shared this wanted me to kind of bring it up and get your opinion on the resolution and see how you think it might affect hiring and retaining officers and other employees within the police department.
I have not read that statement, and I'm not on the social media a lot.
Okay.
But whenever you do look at retirement, what they're going to put into that does. I mean, I will tell you this: as public safety employees or as public employees, we are not paid like corporate, where to us the retirement is important. It is a very good retirement that we get when we get it.
That's the
and
ASRS, right? The Arizona State Retirement System?
No, the PSPRS.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha.
So it is important to make sure that the retirement is taken care of and that we're not paying more. So that's something that I'll have to talk to the city administrator
Okay.
about.
Absolutely.
Right, and we'll find the answers and we'll get them to you
Yes.
as soon as we have them.
All right. I understand.
If you
that-
want to give me that person's name offline, then that way I can respond to them directly too. I'd like to do that.
Okay, definitely. All right, well, Officer Johnson is here too, and I see that our Project Drive Safe, it kind of runs under the radar a little bit sometimes. It's been around for several years, and then you'll see it resurface because they're sharing specific locations that are being targeted, but there's also secondary locations, and you're covering a certain area, part of 4th Avenue, through almost the end of this month. That's one of the targeted spots. Let's kind of talk about the focus of that and the things that officers are really watching for.
Yeah, so the Project Drive Safe comes in from our traffic unit, and essentially what they do is they gather their stats of where the most either collisions, traffic stops are conducted, where the most complaints are called in from, and from there we select a location where they're going to, I guess, execute the Project Drive Safe for the month. And then the secondary locations aren't listed, but those are also areas of concerns for the traffic unit. So, I mean, it's just a public announcement just to let people know, be on your toes, be on the lookout, integrity.
You want them to practice good driving habits all the
Absolutely.
time, not just when they know or think that they're being watched.
Absolutely.
And someone shared the other day off 6E, oh, everyone be careful, right by the construction of the East Mesa Park, there's an officer and he's flying under the radar, popping people because it is a construction zone.
Yeah.
And that's one spot where I travel frequently, and you feel kind of bullied to an extent because it drops down gradually to 25 miles per hour right in front of that work zone. they have a lot of heavy equipment there. People are working off the edge of that roadway, and they just come barreling down. They're not slowing down. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I'm not getting a ticket, and I don't want to run over anybody. So you can just slow down or safely pass. And that's a big thing that I've really seen a lot too. It's unsafe passing. First off, no signaling, but coming down, oh my goodness, County 14. And I know certain parts of that are city, certain parts of county. One guy was behind me the other day speeding, and it's 50 right there already. And I could tell he was getting closer. And it's very early in the morning. And that just always, I'm kind of hyper alert as it is because there's not a lot of traffic. Gets around me, double line, going down the hill. And I'm like, you have no idea what is lurking down that direction because we have a lot of farm machinery moving very early in the morning.
Yes.
So people, first off, please make sure you are passing safely.
Yeah.
And if you can't see far enough ahead and you're not in a spot where it's a legal passing zone, don't put my life in jeopardy or all those other people.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to put yourself in jeopardy either.
And with the Project Drive Safe, you're letting us know as a basically as a courtesy to us that hey, we're out. We know that you guys are out there, and again, you should be minding your practicing your safe driving all the time. But you're giving us a heads up. Hey, we're out here, and we're paying attention. But it's also to let the community know, hey, this is what we're doing on a regular basis. And it may not be again the areas change, but we are out here doing what we can.
And some of the things that we get through grant money and from the state, we've recently got 4 speed signs that are portable that we can put up at different locations throughout the city to remind people what the speed limit is.
That kind of instinctively, hey, I didn't realize I was going, 45
yes, and sometimes
35.
I will tell you with the wide streets, sometimes you don't realize what how fast you're going, and just a reminder. And again, we want everybody to be safe.
Yeah.
And it's you'd rather arrive alive than and again, something happens. Your insurance goes up.
Yeah.
That
and it's already expensive. It's gone up anyway. Just
Exactly.
because. Well, we do. You mentioned the extreme heat. We have that excessive heat warning in effect through tomorrow evening. They haven't extended it into Sunday yet, but Sunday we're still looking at 111. But starting this evening, we do have a chance of showers. And you haven't been through that many monsoon seasons with us yet, Chief Garrity.
No.
Yeah.
But
He's been through them, but we've
I will
not
tell you
had
what,
any monsoon weather.
There was when we had the tropical storm warning,
Yeah.
and somebody goes, "Well, we're supposed to get an inch of rain," and I'm like, "Okay, an inch of rain?
Yeah.
Big deal."
It's different
Oh,
in
it
Yuma.
is big deal. It is a big deal.
And 1 inch of rain in Yuma is like
everything pulls out.
Like
Yes.
a foot of rain
Yes,
everywhere else.
Yes. So just some reminders. Officer Johnson, have you been around the community for a number of years?
I have. I've worked multiple monsoon seasons
So-
where we get
so-
like the foot of rain,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
just make sure your tires are good to go. Make sure all your air pressures are good. Wiper blades.
You changed them 6 months ago because I told you it was going to
Yeah.
rain. I may not have been telling the truth, but you will need new ones.
You were
They are-
hoping.
Oh, absolutely.
They are probably dry. I shared the information I had, but as we know, it changes.
Yeah.
So wipers are very important too.
The other important thing is that people don't realize, like you hear about in the north, the snow and the ice and the black ice and stuff like that. Well, with even a little bit of rain, what we have here is the slick roads from the oils, from the different things so even a little bit of water on the road turns it just as dangerous as ice is. So slow down.
We don't get enough rainfall to wash those oils off.
Yeah.
So
Don't go into standing water. It may only look like it's 6 inches, but the underneath could have washed away, and then you're going to get stuck in your car, and you could drown, seriously injured. And so, please, if you have standing water, don't go into it.
And these flooded areas, we have some areas of town that are infamous for literally bad flooding.
Hacienda right below the hospital.
Yes.
Over there off of
32nd
First
going
Avenue
down.
and 24th Street.
Yes.
Don't drive through there. Those homes are right up against the curbs. Literally. I mean, yes, you have a sidewalk in between, but when you drive through that, it pushes the water into the homes, and that we don't want that.
And in the past, we've done our best to try to block off those
yeah.
roadways that we know, but
don't go around the signs.
Yeah.
Barricades and any barriers are put in place for a reason, and we do get some spots too where there are retention basins and they become clogged. So that water starts pulling back up into the streets, and it instinctively kind of causes people, I think I must go out and drive on the roads because I think it's been 2 years since we had like the last real big rainstorm where we had kind of substantial flooding in certain areas, but where it was more commonplace around the community, not just located at one spot, because we have had some of those strange rains. But people get out on the roads, cars are stalling, and we do have a chance of showers starting tonight. It's going to pick up a little momentum Monday through Wednesday next week. We have about a 50% chance. And people who don't live here, they're laughing. I go, sometimes we're more apt to get 10% rain than 90. It just varies. But there's a substantial system coming in with wind too. So be careful if you come across traffic signals that are out. Please remind people how to utilize those, gentlemen.
If a traffic signal out, it is a four-way, treated like a four-way stop sign. If it's flashing, again, usually it's flashing red or yellow one direction. Again, if you have the flashing red, it is stop. If you have the flashing yellow, slow down. It doesn't mean step on it. Like the old movie that they had, what yellow means step on it?
Yeah.
No. You know, I know the city has worked really hard in trying to fix these flooding areas. So the city is aware of these. They are trying to mitigate them.
It
but
takes time and it takes money. And some of these areas, the infrastructure is pretty old, so they've been working on it. Well, Kay says, honest question, how do we get a speed limit changed on a city street?
Actually, they'd have to go to the our engineering. And what they'll do is they'll do a traffic study. And a traffic study they do it over several days. They do a traffic study and they measure the speed on all.
And you can see that they do these on a regular basis.
Yes,
You
and
can
then
see them out there.
They look at, you know, what's the average speed of what people are doing, that type of thing, and compared to what the speed limit sign is, they look at the road. There's a whole big formula that bigger brains than I have ever come up with. And then they can determine whether it needs to be higher or lower.
Just put the request into the engineering.
And it's as easy as using the Yuma Fix and Click app.
Click and Fix.
Yeah, Click and Fix.
If you go through that, there is a spot on there where you can point that out
That's
too.
awesome.
And Tom says, have them watch 3rd Street and 8th Street. No turn on red. So there you go. Tom's calling it out.
Right
There's
out
a
4th
couple
Avenue, we
areas there.
see those.
Well, good information, gentlemen. Thank you so much. We'll definitely have you on again because, again, we want to just kind of get the general update on a variety of things because stuff's happening all the time around here.
And you know, this was, we had to check off Officer Johnson's his FTO manual for being in PIO to actually be here and do this.
He did good.
Yes, he did.
Good.
He was,
Great job.
we also had to even it out in here.
You need to find a dog to bring us, though. We miss Eddie. I was.
Maybe I can bring Reese next time.
Ooh,
Yeah, you can do that.
Yes.
And I did want to add one more thing with you know, September 1st coming up, dove hunting season's coming around. So just everybody practice your gun safety.
Yes.
And don't flag your partners. And make sure if you're shooting that dove, your partners aren't standing where the dove are.
Yes. We would say it's common sense, but we have a lot of great information at yumadovehunting.com. Again, September 1st is Labor Day and the opening day of dove season. Those line up this year, so we're likely to see a lot of extra people here. So be cautious on the roadways as well. Well, thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you, and thank you for listening to us.
All right,
Yes,
we
thank you.
are going to take our Village Inn Pizza Parlor selfie here in the studio. We'll be back with Foodielicious Janice after this. Today in Yuma is brought to you by FanQuest Comics and Games, Yuma's premier comic book and game store. Stop by the shop at 850 West 32nd Street and see what new things they have in stock. And make sure you do enter that Catch It Friday giveaway because we've got some cool stuff in there courtesy of FanQuest Comics and Games.
And Brewers Restaurant and Sports Bars, your go-to get-together spot. Cheer on your favorite teams with an ice-cold beer, great food, and 2 locations open for your convenience.
And since we mentioned dove season, Sprague Sports is your hunting and shooting headquarters, and they have everything you need for a successful dove hunt. They might not be able to make you aim better, but they have scopes. They have a variety of great things that they can help you out, from ammo to firearms. They've got great training as well at Sprague's on 32nd Street next to Lowe's. We'll be back after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country. Great.
Yeah, I've not heard that thing about that.
Oh, here, you can take this with you. That's
It's
it's on the
heating up, so
FOP
get your vehicles and
Yuma
watercrafts
page. They
ready
shared
for
it, I
summer.
think, from the
Make sure your
FOP
AC,
Arizona page.
tires, brakes, and bearings
Yeah, that's
are
just kind of
inspected.
it
We
doesn't
also
have more
do
details about it. It's kind
alignments,
of
oil
their
changes, preventive
position
maintenance,
on that.
and more. Get your tires at any of our 4 Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros locations,
here
or
we go.
use the Tire Finder online at
He is tall.
edwhiteheadstirePros.com. We also have free
This
pickup
way.
and drop-off for your hassle-free experience guaranteed. Ed Whitehead's
Ready?
Tire Pros.
1,
Yeah,
2.
we got tires for that.
Are you stuck bored at home?
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you
Thank
guys.
gentlemen.
Appreciate it
so much.
you.
Yep.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah, enjoy the feeding.
All right, you got to bring your mom by when she gets to town.
Oh, yeah. So.
He's like, yeah, I don't
Maybe
know about
not.
that.
Maybe not.
Located at 850 West 32nd Street.
Come on in, Foodie.
One, check our schedule on Facebook.
No, they're talking about his mom.
That's Bank, Comics and Games.
Maybe I'll leave it.
Morning, Martine.
Hi, Martine.
What if your money could do more than just sit in a bank? What if it could build businesses, support local
They were
schools,
sitting
and
so
strengthen our community? At Pima Federal Credit Union, every dollar you save or borrow stays right here.
Stressed because it has
Helping
pleats on the
local families,
bottom.
small businesses,
I never
and
want to
neighborhoods
sit on the
thrive.
back.
When you choose Pima Federal, you're not just banking,
First world
you're
problems.
growing your future while making the community we call home. Join us and let's invest in something bigger together. Visit us at PimaFederal.org. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Truckmates, Yuma's Fix Up Your Pickup Truck Store is Yuma's home for snug top shells and lids.
Tony the
Snug Top,
Tiger
designed
shirt.
and manufactured to the
Because
highest standard.
they're great.
And trend-setting design to protect and complement
I
your
try to tell new
vehicle.
businesses
That's
when you
Snug Top.
have
Truckmates is
a
also the
slogan
home
or
of
something, you need to use it
experts
for a
led by
long
Spring
while so people
Millsbury,
understand.
protecting
Build up that
And it needs to be
consistency.
easy, not like
Yeah.
unparalleled
that's
customer
so long
service.
of no one's going to remember.
With
14
available
easy
national warranty
words.
coverage and installed by Yuma's most experienced
I was a
spray on
kid
team
and I
at
remember that.
Truckmates. Truckmates is also the home
For
suspensions,
the,
the
his
highest quality
little
aftermarket
slogan, when he
suspension
says it, does not sound the same
It's
anymore.
a different voice.
Yeah, it's not as growly as
Yeah,
Don't
it's
forget 3M window
it's
tint.
different. It doesn't have the same
yeah.
kick to
Now they're
it.
like they're great. Like no.
No, it's. I mean, it has
Well, it
some
could have been like
emphasis
Jennifer's
on it.
meow
but-
the other day. So. Her tiger roar. That's she's the new Tony the Tiger. Great, because it's like what? It's not even a roar.
All right, here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
And I'm Foodielicious.
Yummy.
They're great.
Sorry, I had to clear my voice.
They're great.
There's only one of me, but I guess with my other personalities in there,
They're
you
probably
get they.
thinking, what the heck are they talking about? Jennifer's wearing a Tony the Tiger shirt.
Yeah, we were reminiscing how when we were young, how it used to sound and how it sounds now.
Totally
so boring.
different. Totally different.
So boring.
All right. What do you have going on, Foodie?
Recipe for this week is for chewy oatmeal and butterscotch chip cookies.
I like chewy.
At first,
Okay.
I don't like oatmeal. I don't like oatmeal. It's just gross. I'd rather have cream of wheat oatmeal, usually
can
put
eat
with
it-
raisins. Yuck.
I don't
And
like
so-
it like
I don't like it.
I don't like it for breakfast, but I like it in cookies.
Yeah, see, I've never liked it, but years ago, my sister, it's the first time I ever tried this kind of cookie. My sister made it for a family function, or I think at Thanksgiving she made it. And I was like, I'll try it because I love butterscotch and butterscotch chips. And so when you eat it, to me, in my own taste buds and brain, it kind of tastes like caramely because of the butterscotch and the oatmeal. So, and it's a super simple recipe. I think the hardest thing you're going to have to do is make sure your butter is softened.
Okay.
Okay, so leave it out in your house, depending on the degrees, maybe 30 minutes. Don't go longer than that, because then it will be ooh goosh, and you don't want that. Then you got to refrigerate again, because I'm going to make some of these this weekend. And I was going to do it this last weekend, and I did that exact thing. Butter out, too soft, then it had to go back in, and it just was annoying.
It makes it a longer process than it should be.
So you're going to take you're going to need softened butter, you're going to need white sugar, brown sugar. Use the light brown sugar. The dark brown sugar tends to have more of a molasses taste, and you don't want that with this. A couple eggs, some vanilla extract, all-purpose flour, because all-purpose has been pre-sifted kind of, so that's one of the reasons why it's all-purpose. You can use it for many things. Baking soda, some salt, your old-fashioned rolled oats. Don't use your quick instants.
Yeah, they don't
It will
work the
soak
same.
up the moisture and it will make your cookie dry. And about 1 2/3 cups of butterscotch chips. It's 11 ounces. I mean, I poured them into the 2 containers because I wanted to make sure I had enough, but I wanted to eat the leftovers, and there was only like 6, so it was annoying. So first because I like to eat just butterscotch chips. They're so good.
Yeah.
So first you preheat your oven to 350 and let that go while you're doing, in a large bowl, you're going to take your butter and your... you're going to take your butter and just whip it by itself. It's going to become lighter and fluffier because you don't want it to be dense. So first you're going to do that, and then you're going to, it's about 2 minutes, and then you're going to add both of your sugars, and you will continue to mix it until it's light and fluffy. It takes about 4 to 5 minutes. You can use a hand mixer, but if you have a stand mixer and you use your paddle blade in there, it's going to make it a lot, the texture way better, and it will whip it better. And it's easier. You don't have to be standing there doing it, right? You just turn it on and you can do some other stuff while you're doing it. Then after you get that light and fluffy, you're going to add in your eggs and your vanilla and whip it till it's smooth again.
You whip it good?
Yeah. Well, not too good because you don't want it overworked. Just whip it mildly. A minor whip. In a separate bowl, you're going to whisk together your flour, your baking soda, your salt, and your oats. So that's your dry ingredients, all of them except for your butterscotch chips. Make sure those are blended, and then gradually you're going to add it to your wet. You can start with half at first and then add a little as you go, because if you're using your stand mixer and you pour it all in there,
it's
poof,
gonna be a mess.
And there's flour everywhere. Then you got to re-put stuff in there. So then after you've done that, you want it till it's fully combined. Don't overwork it, just till it's good and combined. And then you add in your butterscotch chips. Do that by hand, and then mix that last little thing. I don't like to do those with my stand mixer because to me it smashes some of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
chips them.
They don't stay the shape.
You want them to have the good flavor boost right there. And so then on your cookie sheet, you can use a medium to large size one. Use your scooper, your cookie dough scooper. It's like a large, so it's about a tablespoon size. And then you're going to put those on your parchment lined cookie sheet. Throw them in the oven for about 8 to 9 minutes. When you take them out, the cookies are just barely browned and they look soft in the middle. Don't cook them over that, because when you let them cool on that tray, it's going to cook them a little more, and you don't want them to get overdone. And then just let them cool about 5-10 minutes. Carefully take them off that tray. That's why I like parchment paper. I can grab the one side and move the tray out, and you don't have to do them with spatulas or anything. Put them on your counter to let them cool. Again, you don't want them to keep them on that sheet longer than that 10 minutes. And then that's it. They're super good.
And I like a chewy cookie, so.
And I put
soft cookies.
I put a cookie sheet on here because most people will use that, but I have a 12-inch, and they have circles.
Oh yeah.
And you can use them for brownies and stuff. I do all my cookies in that. So then that way they are structurally round, the same, but they're
presentation.
They're a little thicker too.
Yeah,
they don't dry out as much. I just like how they look perfectly round.
No, I love that, and I like that you did mention it's kind of like a caramel.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not a huge butterscotch fan, but I like caramel.
But with the oat and the butter in there, it makes it taste a little different than just butterscotch.
Good. Sounds delicious.
They are.
Sounds easy too.
And here's a delicious picture of them.
Oh, they look good.
Mine will be thicker and more round. But
do you have, you're like, these are not mine.
Mine do not have the crusty
edge
all the way around.
Mine are a little better, okay? Do you have this up on the website already?
I do. It's already up on the page. So if you log on to monstermediayuma.com, click on my Foodielicious tab. Right there on the new, you'll see new. This recipe's right under it. You will also see the logo of Fun Factory right next to it. And you can enter to win a $25 gift card every week. And then the bonus drawing of a $40 day pass. We'll be doing that through the end of this month. Next month, since the park will be down for its season, we'll do something else. We haven't decided yet what Rafi's going to do.
And they're open on Labor Day, right? That is 9/1.
Yes, they love holidays because people are off. And kids are like, I'm bored. So this way you can take them and let them get their energy out. You can take them upstairs and let them have eat, come back, more energy, go home. Such a nice quiet day.
Well, do you have winners for us?
I do. So I have 2 winners. So for the first for the card is Vicki Peterson. I love this lady.
Aww.
She taught 3 of my children. I believe she's retired by now, but she was in the very first Gowan Achievement Program. It started at one school, and my kids were in that pilot program, then it continued to other school and got their own.
She's a
an
sweetheart.
amazing teacher.
I love her daughter too.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
I used to do a lot of chaperoning of field trips, so I'd be with both of them.
How fun.
And the other one for the fun pass is Aileen Martinez. You won the $40 day pass to Wayland's.
Congratulations, Aileen.
Congratulations again. Foodielicious Janice does that drawing every single Friday, so get your entries in and visit her page for some awesome recipes. Her archive page has the other recipes too. With
they've
with
moved
it being
over.
Football season, if you scroll down a little bit, there's a lot of finger foods that you're not won't see it all the time.
Different stuff.
Different variety.
And Halloween's coming, so I'm already getting different recipes of weird stuff that I haven't made before. So finger foods might be a little different on that page.
Cool. Well, let's look ahead to Monday for Today in Yuma. Susie Caballero will be joining us from Right Turn for Yuma Veterans. It's Matador Monday, and our friends from Happy Truck MX are going to be here as well.
Sounds good.
We have next week's already packed, so lots of great stuff going on.
We're packed through the end of the month, I think.
And I believe we are. So if you have something for fall, get it to us now so we can get you on our calendar, please.
Yep.
And definitely, up next, it's Bob and Sherry on Z93. Listen to the 90s at noon because we're letting Jeff and Alyssa take over today.
They'll be under supervision.
They will be supervised. They're not allowed unsupervised. DJ Hector B is traveling for a gig, so they will be filling in for 90s at noon. But we encourage you, please take those precautions with the heat, like the chief said. Make sure you're taking care of your pets as well, and look out for neighbors that might be experiencing some challenges. So keep an eye on our community, friends. We hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Be safe, drive carefully, especially if we get rain. But stay tuned to Z93 and Outlaw Country and follow us on social media for any weather-related activity and possible road closures.
Come on, rain.
KCYK
rain.
Yuma and KLJZ Yuma.